Alright, it's Deon here from Woodelfman Gaming, and today I have my good friend Leena with me. How's it, Leena?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
She's very good. She's so good. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, I'd love to hear this. What is she?
Take two. Okay, so anyway, what are we doing today? Today we're playing an Age of Sigmar battle report of 2,000 points. My Lumineth Realm-lords versus Leena's Stormcast Eternals. Let's check out the armies. And we'll be playing the Focal Points Battle Plan from the General's Handbook. So the basic idea here is that the objectives are worth 1 point each unless you control objectives 1 and 3, in which case you get 3 points for having both, as well as objectives 2 and 4. Again, you get 3 points for having both. The central objective is always worth 2 points, and there's an added complexity here, which is if you have a behemoth monster, that gives you an extra point on any objective that it happens to be standing near. And for my army, that is great because I have 2 monsters and Leena has none. Okay, Leena, so I deployed first. I have to decide whether I'm going first. If I go first, you could have a double turn and that could be the end of me. If I don't go first, you're going to target my archers or some other sneaky little thing that you want to achieve, and I might lose some of my, my power. At the very least, in my first turn, I can magic buff myself and sort of get ready for the impact. And maybe that's what I need to do, because if I'm not ready for the impact, this army is not like a, hey, we just hang around on purpose kind of army. Like, without their buffs, they just crumble and die. And so I am going to take the first turn. I think that's probably the wisest thing to do. I might still be able to get an assassination in turn 1 with my 10 archers. Okay. It is game turn number 1, and it is Lumineth Realm-lords to start. Okay, so let's get going. It's hero phase, and we're deciding what to do. Teclis has 4 spells. I'm going to pick the option where Teclis gets 4 spells. They auto-cast on 10s. It's really difficult to deal with that at the best of times. I don't need much better than that. I do have the Alarith Stone Mage who can cast a spell. And of course, each of my units, being the non-Alarith ones, the spears, the archers, they're all wizards in themselves, so they're each going to get a spell as well. And mostly you use the power of Hish on them, which lets their mortal wounds go from being 6s to hit to being 5s and 6s to hit. Okay, then Teclis is going to cast Ethereal Blessing on himself, so he turns into a ghost, and there's no modifiers applied, so no rend, you can't modify his save rolls. His save rolls are always 3+. And I'm going to cast Speed of Hish, which allows me to double my movement characteristic on this stone mountain. I'm doubling his movement characteristic. And then finally, the Stone Mage is going to cast, he'll cast Unyielding Calm on Hammer Time, so that if they do take any damage, they don't run. They don't have to, that means they don't have to take a bravery test. Okay.
Do you have to do a roll from the...
Yeah, he actually needs to cast the spell, so that would be good.
Take this stuff.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will cast. Yes. Okay, so fantastic. So they, let's put in a few things. They are unyieldingly calm. We'll put in this little skull to show that this guy has super duper speed, and we'll put in this little skull to show that he is ethereal. Wow, okay, lots of magic went off. That's what I needed though, all those buffs. And we are ready to move on to the next phase. It is movement phase. Let's have a look. Right now I control this but not that. I control this but not that. And I don't control the middle, but this guy can move 12. So he will. So Giant Stone Man Mountain, that's 9. He can move 12. He's going to just bring himself into this position over here and land straight on top of that. The Light of Eltharion can move 6, and he is going to go and back up his buddy. Okay. Then the little Mr. Teclis here, he's at half speed, so he can only move 3, which he will do. That'll put him at the edge of the forest.
He's moving only 6.
Oh no, it can't be 6. What the hell? Okay, just before I moved on to the next phase, I made a slight adjustment to make sure that Teclis was 6 inches from this objective underneath this guy over here, that objective over there, so that I get the behemoth extra point for that, and I get the behemoth extra point for the center one, and I don't waste 2 behemoths in one place, only getting 1 extra point. Okay, Leena, it's shooting phase, and I was trying to decide whether those archers and these archers wanted to try and assassinate your wizard, which worked well for me the last time we played, but I think your shooting device there is the one I am most terrified of, because that has the reach to get across the board, and so I think I'm targeting them. So I'm starting with this unit. They have a mechanic. They can eat some ether quartz. If they pop it, their bravery goes down by 1, but they are, and I brought out these little frogs to show that they've eaten ether quartz and their bravery is down by 1. And they're going to be shooting 9 arrows. There's a weird mechanic in this army where only 9 of the troop, one of them is not an archer. One of them just holds a sword. Same here, one of them is not an archer. What happened here? I must have knocked them all over. Goodness gracious. Yeah, one of them is not an archer. So I can actually only roll 9 dice each, which is the weirdest thing. So they're going to, because they've popped their ether quartz, they're going to get +1 to hit. I'm rolling 9 dice at that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And they are looking for 5s and 6s because they got off their power of Hish. I'm shooting that guy down there. And let's go. 5s and 6s, but 3s to hit otherwise. I have one mortal wound. You are so lucky, Leena.
I know. I know. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Draw.
Those were hits and 4s to wound. 3 wounds. 3 regular saves.
3 regular saves. Since my general is here and he's using his consummate commander command trait. Everything within a nice bubble here is going to get +1 to their save rolls. So that will include my little guy here. So I would be rend from your side?
No rend.
So a 4+ becomes a 3+. 2 saves, 1 fail.
Okay, so 2 wounds so far. Not a great start for the archers. Okay, let's see if these archers can do any better. They keep moving for reasons I cannot understand. There's a ghost on the table. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to pop their ether quartz for +1 to hit, -1 bravery. They are going to shoot the same unit for the mortal wounds. Okay, that's 2 6s.
2 more. Okay.
That's 2 more, and a few saves. Maybe 4s to hit. 1, 2, 3. 3 regular saves. That is 3+.
So save, another wound.
I didn't kill it. I didn't kill it. Oh no! That is a tragedy. That is like proper failure from my archers. Failure, I tell you. Okay, so in the shooting phase, because the archers couldn't do it, Teclis is going to also take a shot over there. He needs 2s and 2s. It's -3 rend and d6 damage. I never get these right. 4. Ooh. 1. No, no, Leena. Ah!
Save!
Come on, Teclis. You had one job. One job. All right, well, Teclis failed, the archers failed, and now it's time for a Velenor to see if he can shoot his geomantic blast and kill this goddamn thing. Okay, so very similarly, I need 3s to hit, 2s to wound. It's a single dice, please. 4s, it hits. Come on, I don't want a 1. I don't want a 1. I get what I'm needing, and it's the rend is -2.
So that would become a 5-up save. No.
Ho ho! And it's D6 damage, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it. How many wounds do I need, Leena?
You need 2.
2 wounds. Come on, come on. 4 wounds.
Okay, he's done.
Oh, got rid of the shooty shoot buster. Okay, but what that does mean is that her knight, what's his face? Estrella Soulbright remains alive, which I didn't want either. I was hoping I could kill them both, but I had a terrible shooting round. So he's still there, and he's gonna try and do some magic with that guy. But that was my shooting phase. Okay, so that was my shooting. Now we're moving to close combat. There is no close combat because there are no charges. Everyone's too far, and we can go straight to finishing the round off. So, point-wise, I own this objective over here. That's 1. I own that objective there. That's 2. That makes it 3. Plus, I have a behemoth on it. That makes it 4. I own this objective here. That is another 1. That's 5. Plus a behemoth is 6. So 6 points to kick my game off.
That's going to be rough to catch up on, for sure. Let's see if I can do something. Right.
Okay, your turn, Leena.
Okay, so I only have a single wizard, which is my Estrella Soulbright on the board right now. And I am spending double command points for absolutely anything that I want to do, which is really mean. Got a feeling that I got a message from command that says, sorry, ma'am, you need 2 command points to do anything because High Command has trouble issuing commands with Teclis flying passing. That's terrible. Okay, in any case, so I am going to try and cast Azurite Halo on my Retributors here.
Yeah, do it.
I need a 6. I have a 7.
Okay, and I will attempt to dispel from Teclis, and that's 8. Dispelled!
Okay. I have no other spells or nothing else to do in the command phase. Oh wait, I am going to use the Warding Lantern from my general here on my group of Liberators. Do I want to do it? No, I'm going to use it on Estrella Soulbright. Basically what that means is she gets an extra +1 to her save, and if she rolls an unmodified save of 5 up, 6 up, then she would get a point of healing. Which would be really nice, because you're trying to assassinate her. Okay, so I'm going to pop straight into movement then.
So tell us about your movement, Leena.
Okay, so I have dropped in everything from the heavens. I figure it's do or die with that Teclis. It has such immense board impact. I'm going to try my absolute best to get rid of it this turn. To that effect, I've dropped in the Judicators, I've dropped in Vandus Hammerhand. These guys have unfortunately they ran, so they're not going to be able to charge this turn. But I brought in the Knight Heralder, and oh no, sorry, that's not a Knight Heralder, Knight Azeros, and my Celestin Prime first turn drop, which doesn't happen very often in most games. Most games would see a second or third turn drop, but I am hoping to do some impact with him before I lose him anyway. And then lastly, on this side, Deon tried valiantly to block my little drop attempt here, but I'm going to try and sneak the point away from him by getting in a charge, hopefully, and we'll see what happens.
Cool. Okay, on to the shooting phase.
So I am going to designate that bit as the point where the comet strike setter will drop its comet. And I've got to roll a d6 to see how big the explosion is. And I can modify it with the Celestin Prime's ability. So here goes. Let's see. How big is my explosion? 4 inches. Is that going to be enough to hit everything I want to hit there?
Well, it certainly hits Avelinor and Eltharion and Teclis. I don't know if it hits. Does it hit the Alarith Stone Mage?
Yes,
it does.
It hits the mage.
Okay, so all my heroes are being hit by that comet.
I think I am going to change that 4 to I'm going to change the 4 to a 6, so that it hits the group of pikemen as well. D3 is all around.
Okay, so what are you hitting first?
Let's start with the spearmen.
Spears.
They're taking 1.
1, okay. And I will just save as we go. Teclis's bubble gives them all 5+ ward save. So, no, that's 1 down.
Okay. This guy.
Eltharion?
1.
1. Not saved. So he also will take a wound. One wound for Eltharion.
Avelinor takes 3.
3. 3 saves from Avelinor and no saves from Avelinor. Oh my god. Okay, this comet's hurting me a lot.
Teclis. Teclis is taking 1.
1 for Teclis. He does not save it. These guys really don't want to save anything today. 1, I'll just put that on his.
And the mage.
And my mage. Come on, mage.
1.
1. Come on, you want to save. You want to save. 6. He does want to save.
Pity, because that's actually the one I was trying to kill. Okay, so Vandus Hammerhand is also going to drop a smaller version of that. I'm going to say right between those 2 guys.
Okay, right in the middle. So you can pull this dice back and put it there.
He's going to Storm Breath between those 2 heroes and everything within 2 inches from this point, which would easily encompass both Teclis and Avelinor. On a 4+, they'll take another D3 mortal wounds. So start with Avelinor. On a 4, cop die, sorry. Yes, and he takes 3 mortal wounds.
Ouch. Okay, he attempts to save them. That's 1 save, 1 save. So he takes another 2. He's down to 5. Or he's got 5 wounds.
Teclis on his 4+, yes.
Ah,
Only another 1.
another 1, but Teclis says, I'll take it.
Okay, so
I will take your wound. You can give me another.
my archers are going to shoot Teclis with everything that they've got.
Ouch.
So my 2 longbows, standing in the back, are going to shoot. The one hits on a 2+, the other one hits on a 3+. So the blue dice will be the 3+. Yes, they both explode. 4, 6 arrows, winning on 3s. So 4 saves. And you ignore Ren,
He's ignoring Ren this turn because of his magic. So he saves 2 of those, and then he goes onto his ward save of 5+, and he gets them both.
Nice. Okay, so the crossbow bows are also all going to shoot him. and that is 8 times 4 is 32 shots.
That's a 2.
Hitting on 3s, but re-rolling 1s because my Knight Azeros is within 10 inches from Teclis. My angel.
Cool.
And winning on 4s. So
Can I just check if you're within his -1 to hit aura?
there's a -1 to hit aura from where?
From the Valinor Stone Mountain guy. Just check on that, 18 inches from.
Oh, these guys?
Yes.
A couple of them, yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, they only have to be within. So they're actually at -1 to hit. Because it's not just to hit him, it's just a -1 to hit anything.
Three, 6, 8 saves.
2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, that's a lot of saves. Come on, Teclis. You can do it. Okay, so the first thing is he gets 3+ saves. It's so hard to see. Okay, I must look over the top of it. So those fail, those save. And
2 there as well.
are you sure that didn't just? Yeah. And 5 up saves. All saved. No, 1 doesn't. 1 wound.
Talking about a bad shooting phase. Thank you.
Yay for magic.
That is insane ward saving. Okay. So that is it for my shooting. So let me do a couple of charges and see if I can get a couple of more wounds on him because he's taken almost nothing. I go here. Australia, 6-inch charge. Oh.
Go for it.
6, that's not gonna make it. I'm gonna use my 2 command points to try and re-roll that charge. 11.
Well, that'll do it. Okay, so 2 big fat heroes charging into Teclis. Will Teclis pop?
No, I don't think so. But yeah, okay. So I am not going to charge with anything. Let me try and charge with my little Griffound here. See if I can reach anything. 5 is not going to get me anywhere. Okay. I'm going to charge from my Evocators.
They need 9.
I get a 7. It's not going to be enough.
Phew, that was the one I was most scared of. Sorry, you stay there.
Don't move. Okay. So that's it for charges. I think I'm going to start my combat by breaking some spirit flasks on Estrella Soulbright. And she gets 3 of those flasks every combat, but it looks like it damages me as well. So I'm going to pop 3 flasks. I'm going to pop 3 flasks. I take 3 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
But so does Teclis.
Okay, so Teclis attempts to save himself from 3 mortal wounds. 5 ups. 2 saves, 1 goes through. Teclis is like, my save is all
Can I just say
powerful.
the mortal saves was crazy. You're getting some really lucky dice rolls on those mortal wound saves. Okay, and I'm going to start the combat with Vandus Hammerhand.
Vandus the man, V-Man.
Since he charged this turn, I can roll the Heldenson Hammer to gain some extra attacks, D3 extra attacks. I get 3 extra attacks.
You will be at -1 to hit because you're near a Valinor.
Yes. 6. I get 6 attacks. These would normally be 3 ups and 2 ups. They become 4 ups and 2 ups, but I can still reroll ones. So 4-ups. I get 3 hits. No ones. And 2-ups. 3 saves at you ignore it.
3 regular saves at 3 up. Sorry. Go Techless, go Techless, go, go. This is what I'm loving about Techless, is he's so much tougher than Alariel. Alariel would have been dead by now, entirely fragile, with no ability to like ignore rend or ignore, you know. But this guy's got a 5-up ward save and a 3-up save that you can't adjust. Like, who doesn't love that? You don't. You don't, Leena.
I don't like that. Okay, so the mount is going to try and do some damage as well. 4 attacks.
-1 to hit.
Yes, but I can reroll this. So 3-ups become 4-ups. And 3s. Just 1.
Just 1. And I need 3-up. No. Followed by a 5-up. No. The horse. It's always the horse, isn't it?
Horse does more damage than the
but that's because it's not a horse. It's like a, I don't even know what the hell that is.
That's a Dracoth.
Dracoth lizard thing. But anyway, 5
He gets a little
wounds. He gets a bite from the horse. Okay, my turn.
Yes.
Okay, I picked 2 units in my turn, but I only have 1 unit in combat as far as I can tell. So it is only Techless. Techless for the win. All right. So at the end of round 1, Leena, what is the sentiment? What happened there? Goodness gracious.
I went in with everything I had and bounced.
So, I mean, we have a Techless who is nigh on indestructible. He got shot by those guys. He got shot by that guy. He got charged by 2 big heroes in her army. Her kind of 2 big heroes other than him. And pretty much lost her 2 big heroes. This guy's got 1 wound left. And he's only taken 5 wounds so far. So that's just been insane. Because there's a couple of things happening. Firstly, this is giving preference to Behemoth and monsters. So I'm getting extra points for those 2 guys. And if you don't take them down, they're just getting these free points each round. Madness. Madness. And then not charging here was a major blow as well. Because that means I've got another assassination volley.
Maybe, if I don't get the double turn.
You know, if... Just say that again.
If I don't get the double turn.
Say that again.
It's important, okay?
Okay, we're rolling off for who gets the next turn. Oh my goodness, a double turn is not what I'm looking for, but you've got it. Leena gets the double turn. The double turn, I say.
Guys, I need this double turn badly. Badly.
So in the hero phase, da-dum, the bell of doom tolls. Ding dong, ding dong. And that unit there, and I assume that unit there, are in range of the bell. Let's just have a quick look. That is 9, and yeah, easy. Okay, so these guys I insured were out of it, but 2 units. So roll the dice for them. Leena, you can be the aggressor here. On a 4+, they take some mortal wounds.
No.
No, on a 4+, they take some mortal wounds.
Yes.
Yes, and they take
3.
3 mortal wounds. I get my Techless save. 3 mortal wounds, and 1 goes through, so 1 goes down.
2 goes down. 5 and 3. It only saves on the 5. So.
Oh, what am I talking about? 2 go. 2 go down. Okay. I'm really glad now that I took first turn, because even though you've got the double turn, I've got all the buffs, you know, all the buffs are still active till my next turn. So I'm like, whew, those buffs are lasting me through 2 rounds effectively.
Well, I'm just happy when the bell rang that 2 of your guys fell over bleeding from the ears and not mine.
Exactly. Okay, so it is your hero phase. What are you going to do?
I'm going to try and cast a spell from the evocators at the back there.
Ooh, like mine. They are also unit wizards, wizard units.
Yes, but they're only a unit of wizards if they have 2 or more units in the group.
I believe I'm the same. I think if I'm at half strength, I'm no longer. If I'm at 4 models, I'm no longer a wizard.
So they need a 5 on empower. They do not get it.
They get a 4. Oh my word. Leena, come on.
The dice. The dice. Dice are definitely in your favor today, Deon. Okay. Oh, right. I'm going to put my warding lantern on mine.
Warding lantern on the hero. And you've lost your wizard.
Yes, I've lost my other wizard.
Okay. So nothing else in the hero phase.
Nothing at all.
And the lights went off. Because we live in South Africa where electricity just doesn't work anymore. And so load shedding has happened and we're doing this in the dark. Fortunately, I have a little power bank and this light over here still works on a power bank. We're going to see this camera can suck and absorb all the light possible to finish this game. Let's give it a go.
Got at Tickless 3s and 4s, but because of the aura, how big is his aura right now? Because it's definitely.
Yeah, no, his aura will be less now, so don't worry, I won't even look at that. Just go for it.
Okay. So 3s and 4s, rerolling 1s. And resilient. So only 8 saves.
8 saves for Tickless. So his standard save is 3 up, which can't be changed, and he saves all but 1.
Like I said.
And then 5 up on the ward, and he fails that. So you do get a ping-in from the archers at 8.
32 bows. You guys can't shoot. Go back to training center. I think that is it for my shooting. I don't have anything else to shoot, so I'm gonna go into charges.
So Avelinor is attacking, what's this guy's?
Celestin Prime.
Celestin Prime, and it's 7 attacks because he used his command point to give himself an extra attack. With his special hammers, he needs 3s and 3s. That goes away, and 3s. Ouch. So that's 2 at -1 rend, I believe. So I've just looked up on the chart and I rolled 2 6s on the hits, so that's 2 extra mortal wounds are going through plus 2 saves at -1 rend.
So his save would normally be 3 ups, but because of the buff from the lantern, it's 2 ups. So going back up to 3s. And he saves both.
Both saves, which is really good because those are 5 damage each.
Yeah.
Okay, so all he got in was the mortal wounds, and now I'm going cloven hooves. I've got 3 of them, and these are for 2 damage each. Okay, that is that all he's got? 2, and they're not even bracketed in any way. 2. Okay, so 3 hooves coming your way, 3s hit, 2 wounds, and -1 rend. 3 ups.
Saves both.
Saves both. So he actually did very little there because he rolled a bunch of 1s in his 2 wounds. So that was a bit unfortunate. I was hoping for like 10 wounds on you there. But it was not to be. So Avelinor, this is not your game, my brother. And that's all from me.
Okay, so I'm going to choose the evocators on the back there so they can do
3s and 3s.
It's 6 at -1 rend on
6.
the spearmen.
6 saves on the spearmen at -1 rend. They are forgot their formation. Crap. Okay. So I'm just going to roll. What I need to remember next time is that all of these elves are -1 to hit because of their formation. Okay. So the spears are at 4+ saves. Are these rending? -1.
Yeah, -1.
-1. So 5 up saves on the spears. A couple of saves there, and 5 up ward saves. And another 2 saves. So 2. 2 wounds.
The other 2 are going to attack the rangers.
Okay, so they are going to get cover. So they are still in formation, so -1 to hit.
So 4 hits. 4 wounds.
4 wounds, they get +1 to their save, so they are on 5 ups.
That's worth the rend.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's 2.
Okay.
Cool.
What's that?
Oh, and ward saves. Very savey army, this, isn't it?
Techless.
Yeah. Oh, these are the lightning guys. Hate the lightning guys.
At the rangers.
At the archers. Let's go. So what do they do? 2 each.
What?
2 lightnings each.
Yeah. 4 pluses or lightning bolts.
Oh, I'll wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mortal wounds.
2, 4, 6, 7. All I've got is a 5+ save, which is still good on a mortal wound. Let's see if I can save some. I saved 1, 6 die. Ouch! Okay, so you've decimated these archers. 2, 4, 6. That's to be expected on a double turn. That is the downside of a double turn. Okay, so 2 little archers left under the house. Okay, my spears get to fight back. So they're just going to pile in, and they have extra range. They are 3-inch range, yeah. So they can really kind of fight from far away with their long pikes. In fact, the new model is a pike. So these are spears from the old high elves, but the new model has a proper long pike, you know. Okay, because you charge, they get +1 rend on their pikes. I'm going to start with the champion in the unit who has a blade and not a pike. And he is 3s and 3s. 1 hits. Okay. -1 rend.
Saving on a 5. Nope.
Nope. So
Take a bit of damage.
that's a pip of damage. Okay, and then with the Warden's pikes, I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 guys left, so it's 14 attacks. 3s and 3s. -1 rend. 3s. That's some bloody good hitting.
Yeah.
And
Whoa. 1, 2, 3.
ooh,
4, 5 mortal wounds.
5 mortal wounds. 5 mortal wounds. Ka-ching. And then 3s again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves at -1 rend.
Save 2, but another guy goes down.
Another guy's gone. Okay, so there's 2 of these mofos left.
Okay, charging those guys are hazardous to my health.
Who knew that spearmen were that brutal?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm loving this army more and more every day. I also get to attack with something else, if there is something else. Nothing's within range here, nothing is that's it, that's me.
I'm going to attack with the Celestine Prime.
Celestine Prime is the final attack remaining.
No. I'm going to attack with my little bark. Okay, you can attack with the
Oh,
bark.
I can attack here. Let's kill the Bork. Let's kill the Bork. You charged me, same thing applies. I'll start with the hero. He hits once, he wounds once, -1 rend. And mortal wounds 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they mortal wound the living crap out of poor Bork. That's the end of Bork. Okay. Celestine Prime says, I want to kill the Lord of the Mountain. I want to kill him, I do. So he's at -1 hit, -1, 2 hit.
Okay, that gives him a 4+, 2+. But I can still reroll once. It's only 3 attacks because he came directly from heaven.
2 hits. 4+, 2+.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I'm going to change this to a 6.
So that's the thing you can do.
Yeah. And then 2+. 3 hits at -3 rend.
Okay, -3 rend. Okay, so I've just realized that because he didn't charge, he should have got in an extra attack on his melee weapons beyond what I paid for with the command point, but so be it. You have to learn your army, and there's a lot of stuff going on in this army to remember. Okay, you've just hit me. That is 3 saves I need to make. -3 rend means I need 6 ups to save initially. Nothing. And then I need 5 ups to save. And I wish...
3 damage apiece.
Ooh, 3, 6, 9. Oh my god, I think this guy's going down. Only 5 ups will save. Let's see what happens. So I've saved 3 times. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. 6 and 8. I think that's him. He's 14. 8. 14. It just takes him. Bang. Avelinor is dead.
I may still maybe be in this game.
Sorry, Avelinor. Your days are numbered. That is the end of combat, and all sorts of shit happened. Avelinor, the great king of the mountain, is dead. Leena's 2 heroes on horseback are dead, and so are a couple of those guys. 3 of these guys died, and were surprised as they died. Yeah. They died with shock and horror on their face as spearmen poked them through the eyeballs, but he all but obliterated my archer unit, which I must still take a bravery test for, and Bok died. So let's do some bravery tests. So these guys, I think they lost 8 on this turn. 8 plus 6, they're gone. They're running away. Okay. These guys lost 1 or 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They lost 2 plus 5 is 7. Their leadership is 7. They're fine. These guys lost 2 plus 2. They're fine. And that's me. Do you have any leadership tests?
I've got 1 over on this side.
Just these guys?
2 plus 3 is 5.
They're good.
They're good.
Whew. And that was Leena's turn 2. Now my turn 2. My little graveyard grows here in the corner of the table. Dun, 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 dun.
2 turns in, and I still haven't killed Teclis. Teclis is still hanging around.
Teclis is still hanging around, plus you're surrounding him so he can shoot you in the eyeballs with lights of glory.
Yeah, it's going to be so bad now.
Leena, how many points do you get for that? So you've got
2 more.
That and that.
This.
And you may have more models within 6 inches than I do. I've got 2 models. And you've got 3 models, am I right?
6 inches is these 4 models.
Okay, so you've got more models than I have within 6, so you're actually getting that 2 points. So you're getting 4. So well done. You've pulled it back.
Yeah, maybe.
You've pulled it back. So right now we're draw again, but it's still my turn 2. So
yeah,
let's go.
You're still ahead. You're still ahead because you still need to score. So see what happens.
Okay, it is my turn 2, and we go into the hero phase. Hero phase, turn 2. I'm going to start with some Power of Hishes. So, Power of Hish here. Cast on a 6. You can't spell, eh?
I can.
So,
but I'm not.
but you're not going to try. These guys, Power of Hish. 6. These guys, Power of Hish. 4, 5, 6. It's cast because of Teclis and the family I'm in. And that's all my Power of Hishes. Okay, so they're all hished up. I know it's not what you hish for.
Oh, look, this army barely misses spell costs.
No.
With a 2 plus, sure. This is crazy.
All right, Teclis is going to start with Protection of Teclis. 5 plus ward save.
I'm going to try and dispel that.
You need 11 or more.
See if I'm lucky.
How about entirely unlucky?
I'll just take
11 is not 2 1s, Leena. Yes, it's 2 1s, but you know what I'm saying. That's not how you get to 11.
I'll just take my dice and go now. It's fine.
Teclis is like, what was that? An attempt to dispel? Rubbish! Okay, so we know he's got his 5+ ward save again. And if I get a double round, that's going to be amazing. Teclis is going to be casting Storm of Searing White Light. And that means everything he can see within 18 inches, which is that unit, this unit, that unit, this unit. They're hidden in the forest, but this unit, they're all going to possibly get eaten alive. So what happens is I roll a dice. On a 1 and 2, nothing happens. On a 3 and 4, you get D3 mortal wounds. On a 5 and 6, you get D6 mortal wounds. Okay, so this unit here. 1, nothing happens. Oh, I really wanted them to go. That unit. 5 and 6, D6 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. This unit over here. 6. Oof. D6 mortal wounds. Let's use another dice so I don't. 6 mortal wounds. Ouch. That hurts.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. And Mr. Angel in the Night. 4. That's D3 mortal wounds for him. And that is 3 mortal wounds. No, sorry, this guy.
Oh,
this guy.
Okay.
Oh, you call him an angel too.
And
that guy. 4, there's D3 mortal wounds, and we're talking about 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And I think we've covered everybody. Okay, so picked off a couple of guys threatening Teclis, always nice, but not a lot went on there. I was really hoping to drop these 2 and just not have to fight over this objective, but that is what it is. But of course, Teclis has 2 more spells. His first spell is going to be the Ethereal Blessing that makes his saves 3+, whether you like it or not, because he's ghostly. And then the 4th spell is going to be Living Fissure. He's going to crack a seam in the ground, and you're all going to fall into it, hopefully, but probably not. And what that means is I roll 8 dice for each unit that the line passes through. That is this unit and that unit, and you take D3 mortal wounds. Hold on. Let me. Living Fissure, closest by roll a dice for each. On a 2+, you suffer D3 mortal wounds. Okay, on a 2+. Okay, so on a 2+, this unit over here suffers D3 mortal wounds. 2+, he will suffer D3 mortal wounds on a 2+. Okay, so good. D3 mortal wounds for this unit. They suffer 2 mortal wounds. For the big guy, he suffers 3 mortal wounds. Nice. Okay, that was worth it. That was worth it. Okay, then finally, Ubaduma Mage. Mage in the forest, the jungle mage. Okay. So he's going to do Assault of Stone on that little unit over there, try and get in another ping, and effectively what happens is I roll for the spell. Let's hope I cast it. That's 11. Ouch. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And because their save is 4, I need 3s or less, and 1s and 2s don't count, so only 3s count for a mortal wound. Okay, I'm looking for 3s. It's a weird number to look for, but that's what I'm looking for. So I see 1, 2, 3s. That's 2 mortal wounds. Okay, that leaves 1. Much better sight to look at. Cool. Can Teclis finally get his one-shot wonder in? It is 2s and 2s, ladies and gentlemen. For like D3 rend, come on. Of course I'm shooting the big guy. Okay, 2s.
Not bracketed?
No. Teclis is not bracketed. And 2s. All good. So, -3 rend. Give me a second, I'll tell you. Archmage Teclis, no brackets, and -3 rend, D6 damage. So, -3 rend.
I'm going to make it a 6. And heal 1 point of damage. Thank you.
How do you do that again?
So, irrelevant of what my roll is, I can change the dice to the result that I want. So I'm going to change it to a 6.
But how many times and when can you do that? And what are the
I can only do it once per turn.
Once per turn?
Yes.
But haven't you done it on your turn already?
Yeah, but I can do it on your turn as well.
per turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And because he's still carrying the buff from the Warding Lantern, an unmodified roll of 6 is a heal.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you've used your special turn the dice thing, and now I'm going to shoot you for blinding light beams from this guy,
Sure.
Eltharion.
Sure.
It's charging time, and of course, Eltharion, Light of the World, is going to charge into the big guy, and his charge is 11. So he kind of goes, hello, comes around the side here. Okay, and then the spearmen are going to charge. They don't need much, and they get 5. 5 is good, and definitely good. At least 2 guys are getting there within half an inch, and the rest are coming up the rear. It would help if I actually pointed the thing I'm looking at. And that one goes there. Okay. So they're in. I guess that puts them in combat with that guy as well. Teclis is already in combat, and these guys, do they want to charge? That seems ridiculous. So there are no more charges. That is the charge phase, ladies and gentlemen. And we now move to the combat phase, and I get to pick 2 combats. I will pick... I really want to take that guy down. But, like, really, this is where the world is happening. So it would make a hell of a lot of sense if I picked Eltharion and I picked Teclis. Those are the 2 I'm going to pick. So let's get going. Teclis on the mini guy. Okay, so we had a look. Leena had a look. It turns out that I've been rolling 3-up saves for Teclis, and it's a 4-up save. I don't know. I was thinking Avelinor, not Teclis. I gave them both 3-up saves. It's mad. It's wrong. And probably might have even died because that save was too high. And so that might have swung the game. That might have made the difference. Who knows? We make mistakes, people. But we both kind of played it and like, okay, so sorry, Leena.
Next time.
So we'll call this we'll call it a test game. We both tested our armies. We know more about what our guys do. I'm thinking I could probably play my army now without the book. I think I've internalized it enough now. But yes, there's a lot to think about in this army.
There's
there really is.
A lot of little bits and bobs in your army that you need to keep track of distances, you need to keep track of spells and spellcasting.
And who ate a drug, and who has a buff, and who doesn't. I kind of want to see like cool digital bubbles. That would be cool. Then I would visually know what the hell was going on. But it was still fun. It was still a ton of fun. I think it would have been a lot close. I still think I would have won, because I think I just had that early game advantage and got more points.
I think so. I think the first turn, 6 points you scored?
Yes.
First turn? That was massive.
6 versus your 2, and I think that lead would have been hard for you to recover.
Yeah, it would have been.
And I mean, I'm still kicking ass with Eltharion, who's like a little chainsaw massacre crazy man. But yeah, that wasn't cool, and it happened. Okay, so folks, don't do that. He's got a 4+ save. Catch you next time on Woodelfman Gaming.